Alright, so we have a Samsung top load washer with a very common reoccurring DC code. Usually goes on here before it goes into the spin cycle. I tried to fix this one other time a cheap way, but I went ahead and ordered some replacement springs online, very cheap. Hopefully this does the fix. We'll find out after this installation. So to get this off and to replace these, you have to remove this top, which is held on by, there's 3 screws back here, one for an access electrical panel, and then 2 that actually hold down some plastic tabs. You can see back here, there's one over here and one under here. Just a Phillips head screw. And then this one right here, it's a little access panel. You have to remove this so the lid comes off. One screw. And then this can either hang or you can take it completely off. I'll just keep that loose right now. And then once you get those screws loose, you have to find the seam here. There's a couple metal tabs, and then you just take a prying tool. I have a plastic non-marring gasket scraper, and the lid will pop up like that. So before I go all the way off, I gotta get them back 2 screws off. All those screws in the back are removed. We'll just set those to the side. Then we'll go back with our prying tool. If you don't have anything like this, you can use, I have an upholstery removal clip tool, or like a flathead screwdriver, or maybe a sturdy putty knife. A little pop. Our lid is now free. You don't want it to fall back. So I got an assortment of 2x4s, something to prop it up with. This one's, let me go ahead and lift that up, set it on top. Can't remember what I used last time, but this should work. Okay, so your 4 suspension rods are right here, there, each corner you have the suspension rod. If you look down here, you can see I tried to set some foam in there to try to isolate the drum while it oscillated, but I can also tell that most of it has fallen to the bottom. I also tried to stiffen up the springs with some rubber hose and zip ties, but that didn't last. It lasted for about 2-3 months, and now I'm just back to shaking action. So, memory serves me right. Go ahead and one of these springs has some wires attached to it, or plastic clip of some sort, which shouldn't be a big problem to remove. Let's go ahead and unclip it. Yeah, that's unclipped. And then these rods are just hung in there by gravity. And there goes the wood. So that didn't happen last time. So that's my fix, and it has failed, obviously. I tried to stiffen up that spring with some old heater hose and some zip ties, but we got new springs this time, and hopefully they work. Pause. Alright, so down here is where they're attached or suspended. Suspended, held right here, and all you have to do is pick up on the drum or the rod and just lift up right there. And then at the bottom, it just sits in a cup. So there's the old one. Obviously failed. Not surprised. Out with that. New one. It's down there. Put the rod in, pull it up. Pop it in like so. Same thing with that one. I've already done the backs. Both of those are in. That one's in. Last one. Just lift up. Yep, failed. All four are installed. Dunskies. Takes about 5 minutes. Once you get the screws out and the top off, I got rid of the 2x4 and went with the old bungee cord. It's a lot better. So then, take these off. Set the lid back down. In place. Now all you have to do is install the screws in the back. 1, 2, 3. Load it up, give it a shot. Hopefully no more DC code. Alright, so this will be the first test load. It's fuller than normal, or fuller than I would like, so gonna give this a spin and see what happens. Well, this is the spin cycle and no DC code. And it's still spinning. So far so good. Still spinning. Very fast. And it's not shaking erratically like it used to. It's barely moving at all. So I think the springs worked. Well, there they are. Rinsed. Ready for the dryer. No more sopping wet clothes as of now. Time will tell if the springs hold up, and I will try to keep you posted.